Meanwhile, at night on the Ebon Hawk, I didn't expect you to be awake.
I dreamt of Malachor. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time she arrived, it was too late. And beyond Malachor, there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory, the drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, the sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
They had to die. We had no other choice there.
Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
If you are to blame for its creation, then I am equally to blame for commanding its use.
You realized that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall. None of us realized the magnitude of what we unleashed.
Yes. What we unleashed was quite a thing that will be left in memory. Yes, totally not going to haunt us. Hello, welcome to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords, where, yeah, we just reminisced a bit with Beadur. So, before we do that, let's just have a word, because last episode we gathered a bunch of influence with Beadur and Visas, which will hopefully unlock some things. So let's have a chat with Visas.
My life for yours.
I had a question for you, Visas Mar.
I will answer what I can.
I've heard of your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
So, naturally for role-playing sessions, you are tempted to do the darkside one, but especially with the Sith girl, but she is weird. She likes being treated nicely for some reason, so we need to be nice to her and hopeful and such. When one endures, it gives hopes in others and in themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
Well, that's nice. So, let us continue asking. Could you tell me about your home world?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How? I've seen similar acts of destruction. At Malachor, I may even have commanded and caused such destruction.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KotOR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
How was it destroyed then?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
Wonder if such techniques came from, good old Viziot, who did something similar with, what was it, Nehethon? I think it was Nehethon. If your home was drained of life, how do you still live?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KotOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
Well, isn't it dreadful? Were you the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done.
Well, the pain kept
When the
you
life was
alive.
bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
That's a perspective vortex? I think not. How did he make you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy.
You
To see
asked them to
such
do that?
creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you all this? It seems pretty self-evident to anyone who has experienced as much of the galaxy as, well, I have.
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Well, that is what the Jedi like a whole lot. So why did your master destroy all of KotOR?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KotOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died. And there was no one left, only me.
I suppose the saying, don't bait a gun dog or you'll be the bait, comes to mind. So why did, well, you explained that. So he attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him and make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Forget it. Some other questions then.
I will answer what I can.
Let's ask, how do you see through the Force exactly?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see. What I see. First you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
So I've been told. And you have gained the force point and the force sight ability. This allows you to perceive the alignment of others and see through some obstacles or threat beyond.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power. And with it, you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
Never mind, then I'll be going. So yeah, some light sight, but otherwise, hurrah! We have full sight, which is an interesting power. Let us use it. Yeah, so this is pretty dark side, as are we. Holy shit, Hannah! Holy shit. Oh, Mandalorian's okay. Let's see, who else do we got? HK obviously doesn't register because he's a droid. Yeah, Veador's a bit dark side. Let's look over here. Wow! Handmaiden pretty much glowing with dark side power. Kreia? Oddly grey. How curious. A weird sound. Okay. And same with Atten. Bit dark. Well, good to know, and obviously the droids don't show up on our sensors. Our magic-y force sensors. I really don't want to call it force sensors. Anyway, let's speak with Veador.
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
This effect, is it a familiar feeling?
Yes, it is the feeling of hatred, of anger. I feel the anger boiling to the surface, as I once felt towards the Mandalorians, but now it is towards myself alone. I cannot let go of it. It is too raw, too consuming. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself for what I did at Malachor.
You must not let those emotions run that free. Harness these emotions. They will give you strength.
Anger is the only constant in my life. Perhaps it is the truth. Drawing from it, I was able to crush the Mandalorians. Once, I built shields to defend planets from their attackers. The Mandalorians crushed them. When I built weapons to destroy them, the Mandalorians were destroyed.
Well, dramatic explosion there. There's logic in that. You see, in anger lies strength. With it, I can train you to gain mastery over the Force.
Yes, teach me the ways of the Force, General. Together, our enemies will fall.
Then we've no time to waste. Hey, now we have a training montage! Have fun. And HK will just watches over it. Probably curious and going, ha ha ha, I can kill you so easily, stupid Jedi. There's some moves there. But Nodius just kicks Veador in the face. Maybe it should be. Veador's become a Dark Jedi Guardian, which means he will be a much better fighter. Because, yes, Veador has a lot of skills, but he is kind of shit at fighting. And, Yeah, so... Well, that's unlocked. Let's see. Does Gray have anything new to say?
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Not really at the moment. Oh, actually, yes. What can you tell me about the Nadia's Khan crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Should your power increase or your resolve change, speak to me again about this matter, and I will help you refocus your crystal. Is there something else you wished?
Yes, let's actually see if we can refocus this crystal. How do we do this? You could ask this again.
That crystal is bonded.
Yeah,
Should
we
your
know.
power... Is there something...
So, going.
Yes?
Maybe, lightsaber combat?
That is something we...
Yeah, that's just weird.
Very...
Force forms?
Very well.
I guess the crystal's properly aligned then. Okay, well, if that is an okay crystal, I see no reason why we shouldn't go have some fun upgrading our lightsaber, as we have not done that at all yet. So let's see, upgrade item. Which one are we wielding? Is that the one we're wielding? Let's see, how many lightsabers do we got? So this one is on Kreia, I know that much. I think this one is on us. Yeah. So, we couldn't make it violet. Suppose that's cool, but I kind of like the good old red. I think I'll leave it in. So what do we got? We got the Nadia's Khan power crystal. It glows moderately. Let's see what happens if we put it in. So, line to the dark side. Gives us knockdown. Dark side damage bonus. Charisma, dexterity, and strength. Honestly? Yeah, but only we can use it. Yeah, only usable Nadia's Khan. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to use it. This honestly is not a good stat line for us, though. The charisma is nice, I guess. So, Quixie. Get some more force power. Rusan. Get some more charisma. That is good for us. Yeah, let's put a Rusan crystal in here. No, I want to put a Rusan crystal in here. So these upgrades will wait. See what we can actually make. So let's see. Create items. What can we make for our lightsaber? Ultimate diatom power cell. Damage. That's not too great. Discharge. Tiger jolt. Faster deflection. Disrupting emitter. Okay. I do like the defense on this thing. So might actually get an expert deflasting emitter. What else do we got? Crude phobium. This also reduces. We don't want our defenses to go down. Ah! Defense going up. That's a fencing emitter. So it'll do more damage and more defense. How is that compared to that deflection emitter? Honestly, I think the deflection emitter will be better. Continuing on, synthesize Kunde lens. Pure Kunde lens. That's more attack. Yeah, that's all more attack and more blast defenses. Dragonites. That's definitely for our more melee focused people. For beam vibration. Yeah, now I think what we're gonna do is go make an expert deflection emitter. It seems good, and we have the. Do we have the components for it? No, just barely not. I guess we can disrupt something. We have a lot of these. Actually, let's just remove all of those, because the gun silencers are just better in every way. I'll keep one though. They are handy to have if we have to spar or something. Alright, that's all good. Let's switch it around to that deflection emitter. That's one. Let's see, and then we can put an energy cell in there. And a lens. Oh, we can put 3 things in there. So, what can we do with energy cell? Honestly, not much. Discharge. Proof on. Probably should maybe put in. We can just put in the energy, but I don't know. I think it's cool if we have lightning damage. So that's demolition. We'll have to have a character with a demolition skill to make these. Okay. And then last one, a defensive lens. So we can put, let's see, Kunda, that's master deflection. The Usus lens that requires more pure injury. Awareness, pretty good for damage. I don't want less blaster deflection. I like my blaster deflection. So I think if we can get someone to make an Osis dueling lens, that'll be ideal. But I guess I'll do that off screen and get our lightsaber all corrected up. We can put the expert dueling or deflection lens in there. Alright, well, upgrading will be done probably more off screen. Let us go out and get some, well, yes. Let's train up this and, I don't know, you? Yeah, why not? HK. Go team mechanic. Right, time to head to Kuna and give the good news, and then afterwards we'll level up Bayador and make some cool stuff. It'll all be nice. Come next episode, everything upgraded and badass. Aha. Hello Dylan, don't talk that we are here, or else horrible things will happen to you. Right, off to the fun of the, yeah. I wonder who this barrel fellow is. We'll need to talk with him in the future, I think. But first, Mr. Badass Voice Man!
It's you again.
Yeah.
Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back.
Yeah.
You want something?
I cleared out the Kinrath cave, actually. I cleared out the Kinrath caves.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
No, actually, I have some general questions.
You really should talk to Baroon about general questions.
Yeah, okay, we saw him standing in the hall. Actually,
You
it's...
want...
Oh, can we get another job from you? I would like another job.
It's you. You want...
We can't get another job from him. How disappointing. I totally want to be on board with weird, badass voice man. Anyways, let's have a chat with Baroon and then, yeah, everything should be handled. Baroon Mudroll.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik.
Who's Garavik?
Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garavik, unlike most everyone else.
Who is Garavik?
You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garavik, do you have some other problem?
I have no problems that the militia needs to worry about, I assure you.
You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia captain.
It sounds like you don't approve of him.
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody.
Yeah, look,
except, I suppose, the administrator.
He has
The
a
thing
badass
is, he
voice.
expects
He can do
everyone
that.
to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Look, have you heard his voice? I mean, even I will follow whatever he says. Still, with some people, give them a little room and they take a lot more. You need an iron fist of order to keep things in line, straightened within the acceptable parameters.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
Well, I have heard. Most people seem to think that the mercenaries are up to something. Enough to spy on them.
We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. The Kathhounds and Kinrath are everywhere. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
Your attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered on a hostile world, you got to fall in line and do as you're ordered.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks.
Seems Dantooine has a lot of trouble. Things I can help with for a reward.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and Zeron too, I suppose.
Well, yes, I have heard Zeron's voice. Well, I'll be going now. You don't have anything interesting to give me a job for.
All right, stay out of trouble now.
You are far too cheery. Anyways, yes, no new job for militia. I guess we will start working towards upgrading our stuff and then heading down into the Academy ruins and see what that's all about. So until the next one, bye-bye.